Hi, everybody. Welcome to Grab a Cuppa. I actually don't have a cup of anything with me right now. I just finished dinner. It's about 6:30 here in Oregon. Um, Cold, rainy, windy. Welcome to our life. Winter will be over soon, I promise. Winter is leaving. This is my channel to talk about knitting, crochet, fiber, art stuff. Um, because I don't have that many friends living around me anymore that I can share that with. We do it by messenger, video calls, that kind of things. I do have a friend that we went to a spinning group not long ago. I haven't been back. The weekend that it was the 1st of April. Had my grandchildren, or two of my grandchildren, that weekend, which was nice. It was the start of their spring break. Visited with one of the other grandkids a little bit, but everybody had their own things to do or they lived too far away. So I haven't really been back to that one. Excuse me. But I've been crafting some. Um, I love to craft. And I'm always crafting, even if I'm not knitting, if I'm not crocheting. I'm working on junk journals or something of that manner. But here lately, the arthritis in my finger here has really started acting up a lot. And most of it's due to I can handle bouts of cold, but when winter lingers on like it has here in Oregon, it's getting pretty bad. So we shall see. I think it's been about a month since my last episode, so this is episode 4 of Grab a Cuppa. I don't have anything, but I'm going to start with, hopefully I'll have an Etsy shop up soon. Um, Nothing major. It's not going to be specific to any one thing. I'm just going to put the things that I craft in there. So, one thing that I've done with my hand being so sore lately is I haven't sewn any bags lately, which I have some cut out. Thank goodness for rotary cutters. I have a skirt that I want to sew. Mostly my bags are just my project bags. I think I've shown one or two on here before. This is one of them. Just a small little project bag. Have no idea why I put two handles on this one, but I did. And it's just got pocket on the inside. There's a pattern in here. I I have my what is that? The barley hat, the barley light. I've made it for a couple of my grandkids. One of them was done in this. It doesn't really show real nice, but there's pinks and whites and purples. That's some yarn that I had dyed a couple of years back, a few years back actually. So one of my granddaughters got that hat. She was visiting the first weekend of the month. And then while they were here, one of her brothers was with her visiting for the weekend. I whipped him up a little blue barley light. So they can be done. I was off work and we were just watching videos for a while. So they can be done in like a day and a night. Simple. Other things that I've done is I've made, a few hats. They all kind of fell. They went everywhere. I have a Centro knitting machine, and I got it to make my own sock blanks for whenever I dye yarn. I thought, why am I going to pay 20 bucks for a sock blank when I can make my own sock blanks? Well, needless to say, I did not enjoy knitting from a sock blank, so there went that. So I was doing my stash, because if you've watched the other episodes, I'm working out of a box. So in this stash was some mandala. I can't remember what it's called, but it's real soft. Anyway, I did this hat. These have not been blocked, but it's just a tube on the Centro knitting machine. So you're making a piece that's twice as long as this. You're folding it back in it on itself, and then you fold the brim up. There's all kinds of instructions for it on YouTube. It's amazing. You're just cinching the top. This one doesn't have a pom-pom. This is some that was left over from that. And this one does have a pom-pom. So this one's a lot smaller. So this was made on the big one. I want to say 48. I'm not sure. And then this one was made on the small one. It's a good size for newborn. I haven't blocked these, but yeah, I think that's a good size for a newborn or a preemie. Here's another one that I did. This one is done out of the Red Heart brushed, so it has a little halo to it. And then I just mixed some of the same color and white for the pom-pom. So there's a little one. If I can figure out where my camera is here. And then I did a larger one, the same. So like I said, these haven't been washed. They haven't been blocked. I just, what do they say, cranked them out on the knitting machine. I got my knitting machines from Amazon. They were kind of simple. And with that, I don't really have to do anything with my left hand except for kind of hold the knitting machine in place. The suction cups that come on there are great, but they don't really hold very well to the little area that I have where I use the knitting machine. Let's put it that way. The next thing that I have that I finished is I crocheted 2 little baskets. One of them I've already taken to work and I have it on my desk. It has 2 little handles. It was kind of small. I thought, well, it'll be a good candy basket. And it works great for a candy basket because everybody comes in there to grab candy. This one I was just playing around with. So you have the round bottom and then you work it around. And it's done with cotton yarn. Just that, oh, what do they call it? The Lily, the sugar and cream, whatever. I got the cone at Walmart. Cheap enough for the cone to do projects like this. And then some, cotton nylon rope. And I just single crocheted all around the rope and coiled it up. Didn't really, I think I was pulling it too tight. It makes it smaller when you're pulling it tight. So you can see how it's loose, more out here and tighter here. I got to pulling it too tight and I didn't want it like that really. So I thought that was a good place to stop. You're not adding to it. You're just kind of going along. And I really don't like the edge that way over the rope. So I don't know if I'm going to make another one of these or not, but it's kind of awesome. It's something that I can throw things in. I have all kinds of stuff on my desk to throw in there. So it's great for that catch-all on my desk. The other thing is I finished my... Oh, where's my... Sorry. Behind me you see my Yarn Swift. My ironing board is where that lives, so that I can keep it close to my ball winder, which is right here. And I'm trying to find the name of this pattern that I'm about to show you. It's from Mama in a Stitch, Sundance Granny Ripple Stitch Blanket. If you watch Wool Needles Hands podcast with Taylor Earl, she showed this also, and I looked it up and I liked it, so I made one. So this is using the recommended yarn. I think it's oh, I shouldn't have closed that. It is made with Mandala from Lion Brand, and it is, I mean, that's not the same color. This is a different color, but it's Mandala from Lion Brand. And it's done in Pixie. What else? I know I just was like, I'm going to go make my video because I haven't in a while. And I haven't been able to really sit and talk to anybody lately about what I'm doing. So I used 2 Lion Brand Mandala in Pixie, 1 in Pegasus, and 1 in Wood Nymph. I used a size H crochet hook. These are the colors that are listed. It's pretty big. I mean, you can see it's pretty wide, right? I just used white from one of the skeins of Pixie to do the ruffles, and it's kind of a nice little wrap. I actually used it to wrap up on the porch. I knocked over some thread, sorry. I have a chair on the porch. I really would love the weather to get to where I can actually sit on the porch and knit and have my cup of tea or my cup of coffee. But if it's nice enough to sit out there, it either starts pouring rain or it gets so windy you can't control anything out there. So that's that. The other finished object that I have is my Calliope sweater. I don't know if you can see very well. I'm not very where I can stand up or anything. Let's see. That's the hem. It's a large sweater for a large person, but I was really surprised by the neck. So as you can see the neck right here, I love the way that that's done. And I have to tell you, I was surprised. It's on Ravelry. It is a free pattern. I love the pattern. And I'm trying to get some information about it. It's done in a DK weight, which made it somewhat easy to knit. this is it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't see it. So neither can you. There we go. A little bit. It's the Calliope sweater. It's lovely. The way that you do the stitching here is what makes the collar. You're working in the round and it's a ribbing type, and it's like you start and it says to knit this for 9 inches, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's gonna be a turtleneck. But once you're done and you have the weight of the sweater on it, which it's very light, I love it. I'm a very hot-natured person. But this is a light sweater, and when it's washed and blocked, it just lays so nice. I already have the colors picked out for another one. I think that it would be very pretty in a green color. This right here is Pumpkin Paradise. And it was actually done in Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. And I know some of you out there don't like Hobby Lobby for what they stand for, and don't use them. But it was something that I had in my stash that was sent to me, so I used it. I don't ever look a gift in the mouth. A gift horse in the mouth. That's it. You don't ever look a gift horse in the mouth. So when you're sent yarn, you use what you get sent. The other thing, I really don't have a whole lot going on. I'm still working on my earth yarn socks in the Harmony colorway, I think it is, with all the pride colors for my youngest. Their birthday was the 25th of March, and I'm still not done. But let me tell you, this child has, well, I guess they're not a child anymore, but they're my child. So my child has a size 15.5 foot. So therefore, after measuring their foot from toe to heel, that was a whole 9.5 inches. So yeah, it's taken me a while. I actually have probably about that much done above the ankle, or above the heel, where you start doing for the leg. And yeah, they're just taking forever. Another thing that I am gonna be doing is I actually have several spindles. I have a spinning wheel. I have a couple of drop spindles. I'm trying to put one together now. I have this one, which I'm sure if you ever go to yarn shops or yarn shows, you've seen them. They just come apart for easy wear or carry. And I have this pouch. It says We Crochet on it. I got it on sale from Knit Picks. And actually, I didn't think it would fit, but it's perfect. Look at that. The whole thing just folds up and goes in there. So it's great for right now when I don't have anything on it. But when I do have something on it, I'm going to have to get another bag to put it in. But I was going to show you that because my spinning wheel and I, I have an Ashford Traditional. And I'm okay with spinning on it. I still get the fat, bumpy yarn. I have a couple of electric spinners, which I may do a spin and chat type thing, but I'm not sure when, because honestly, it's getting springtime, and as soon as they come up and we find them on weekends, we go mushroom hunting. I gather wild herbs, so I really do that when it's nice. So my spinning wheel and I need to have a nice little conversation. My electric spinners, I think, would probably be better, and I could sit here and use my electric spinner and talk to you, but I wanted to do the drop spindle. I need to get back into the drafting or the drawing part of it. My hair's driving me crazy, sorry. I did purchase some roving. I thought this was a very pretty color. I actually got a deal on it. It was at a shop that has their own meal here in a town close by. I think it's Youthful Fibers. Is it Youthful as in EWEFUL Fibers? I'll have to look it up and see if I can't put it in the description box. They have a spinning group at the end of the month, and I went over there at the end of last month just to walk around. I just wanted to see, because she doesn't have her shop open during any time other than when the spinning group is going on. So you go when you go, and that was some that she had in there. It's actually, I don't know, it's supposed to be merino wool, but I think I didn't see merino top. That's it. This is actually some that she had left from something else, but she had it on sale. I got that pound for $10 and something, a little over. I think it was more like $14 because it was $10 a pound. So that's how much I got. Anyway, other than that, I really don't have a whole lot more to talk about. I just wanted to get on here and make a short little video regardless of what I had. Just some finished projects really that I've done. I have the mandala yarn set out for another ripple blanket. I had a bunch of that in that stash. So I actually used, what was it, 4 skeins on the one that I made. And I have 6 more skeins. I think I'm just gonna do another ripple blanket. She has another pattern on Mama in a Stitch, and it looks like a knitted woven type pattern. So the way that it's knit, it looks woven, and it's gorgeous. I just can't get past the 4th or 5th row in the pattern, because I keep forgetting where my slip stitch is, which way I'm going. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with that. But quite honestly, I have the socks working. I have a couple of pairs of socks working. I have another sweater that I have all the stuff My Plutalope sweater, I have everything for. I really need to start working on that. I have a t-shirt that I'm making out of linen that I'm working on. And actually, I have the linen here. This is what I'm making it out of. They don't make this anymore, but it's Good Earth Adorn Cotton Linen Blend from Fibra Natria. This is, what color is it? I don't remember. I thought I might need another one, and I was looking it up, and they don't make it anymore. It just says Good Earth Adorn Purple, but I know there's another color name for it. Anyway, I love the color. I have a green color too, but when I was looking and they said they didn't make it anymore, I was like, oh no, what am I going to do with that green? But since it is a linen cotton blend, I have enough to do a t-shirt in the purple, which is fun with me. And then I have enough of the green that I could probably do a set of dishcloths or something with, which will be fun too. I really wanted a t-shirt in the green. Something that I was looking at is I'm doing the t-shirt. I found a pattern. I found several patterns. I don't like to pay for patterns on anywhere, actually. I don't mind buying my yarn, but I don't really like paying for patterns all that much, because to me, if I have someone that's knitted the pattern or crocheted the pattern and they really like it and they talk about all the little ins and outs of the pattern, I'm more likely to purchase one, because I have gone on Ravelry before, just as an example, and looked at patterns and purchased patterns, and I really, either it was a bad written pattern, or I just didn't understand what they were doing, or just silliness. I can't work the pattern. And that's something that I really don't like. So if I watch one of my YouTubers podcast and they talk about a pattern and they really tell me what's going on with it, then I'll go and purchase it. But I love to knit. I like to crochet, but I'm not that great at it. And I like learning new things, but it really depends on how things are done. So it's not that I won't purchase a pattern. I just would much rather have free patterns. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. The t-shirt that I'm making is a free pattern. Let's see if I can find the name of it real quick. I'm really not. It is on my Ravelry page. And I have several on there. Of t-shirts that are free patterns and stuff, but I guess what I was trying to say is I watched who was it? Not long ago. Grocery Girls, I think is what it's called. I have my YouTube people that I watch, and I am just like, Oh my gosh, I can't remember half of them's name. Wool needles and hands. I probably pronounce that wrong every time. And needles at the ready are the only two that I can really keep it together, because I tried to say one to a friend of mine the other day and I mixed like two or three of the podcast up into one name. So anyway, I'm so sorry if I get it wrong. The one that I'm doing right now is this one, um, from Barocca Lana Sarah t-shirt. Um, it's a free pattern on their website, but I found it through Ravelry. I actually kind of like this one. It's got cute little details to it. Um, it's knit in two flat panels, so you're doing the front and you're doing the back, and you're basically doing them the same, and then just stitching across the shoulder seam and up the side. So I don't mind that kind, but as I was saying, I think it was Grocery Girls the other day, their live, that I was watching, and they were talking about making sweaters and how you can take any sweater pattern that you like and turn it into a t-shirt pattern. So I really like the calliope, and I think it would be great with short sleeves. Um, I'm just not sure how short. I don't want to do. I could do the same rib pattern, but with this sweater, this right here, from just above the elbow all the way down, is the rib. So I'm thinking um, that I can maybe stop right in here and do a short rib. I I want my underarms covered. I have to have sleeves for work, so I'm not real sure how I'm gonna do that, but I love this and I think it would be really cute. Um, I thought about the purple here that I have. I'm not very far. I'm about maybe that far into that t-shirt. And I was thinking about taking it out and doing this pattern with a short sleeve in this. Although I'm not sure. I really love the fact that people have more knowledge about knitting than I do and can take a pre-existing pattern and make the changes to it. So it would be awesome if I had the mind to do that. But anyway, that's just a future thing that I want to do. And now that I've taken up over a half hour of your time, I really have some things to get done before I have to get ready for tomorrow to work. So I hope you enjoy your evening. I'm glad that you joined me. And thank you for watching Grab a Cuppa. Bye.